Greg LeMond said about cycling, it doesn't get any easier, you just get faster. Does society think that I've made it? Maybe. Do I? Certainly not. My name's Daniel Briggs. I'm a barrister at the Victorian Bar. One of the reasons I chose this career is because it's always evolving, it's always challenging, every case is different, you're always learning. At first I was terrified. There's an entrance exam now. I don't think I've studied quite so hard in my life. And then turning up to the exam at 7 o'clock at night after a busy day at work, I was exhausted and I was convinced I'd failed. I went for a few weeks of uncertainty and doubt about where I was headed, and finally I got the email to say that I'd been accepted into the 2013 September Readers course. The way I feel now walking into court's the way I felt in my first day as a barrister. It's nerve-wracking, in some cases more than others, but it's exciting as well. It's an interesting job in some ways. For the first time in my life I worked for myself, which comes with a great freedom, but it also comes with a bit of a responsibility to keep everything together. One of the great things about the bar is it's very collegiate. People are fantastic. You're assigned a mentor, but there's very much an open door policy. There's Dean. Dean's my mentor. Every young barrister has to go through and do their time. Yeah, it's not.
Do you know?
Not really a quarter tire, is it?
Do you know something about me, Daniel, which you probably already guessed? Is I'm a really cheap bastard. And this watch is literally, it's plastic.
Yeah. The first time I saw you in court, you were wearing that. I didn't think it was a particularly appropriate quarter tire.
Oh well.
Maybe that's why you lost.
No. Didn't lose the whole thing.
Yeah, certainly work is a huge part of my life, but I don't think it necessarily defines who I am. I've always been sort of one to chase after numerous hobbies, and they've probably changed more often than they should. When I was younger, I always did some form of volunteer work. When I started work, that stopped. Work took over, and after a while I felt comfortable in my work and I started to look for that again, and I was working with a guy called Stephen Sharp, he was a partner at the law firm I worked at, but he was the chairman of Make-A-Wish Australia, and I had a conversation with him, and that's where it started. And then I volunteered at Bayside, which is a branch of Make-A-Wish Australia. I started just as a volunteer. I took on the secretary role that year. I did that for a year, and then I was elected president of the branch, and I've been doing that for almost 3 years now. Make-A-Wish is obviously an amazing organisation. You meet some amazing people, but also you get some amazing experiences. I was recently approached by a very good friend of mine to work on a project that he'd come up with. It's called Festival 21. It's to be held at the Melbourne Convention Centre in December. Essentially, Festival 21 is a social change event that's focused on addressing issues of health and food sustainability through the medium of food. What do I want in life? I want a weekend. The thing I love about cycling is it's just an escape. You're just focused on your breathing or the wheel in front of you, and you visit some extraordinary places, beautiful twisting roads and trees, and it's great to just get out of the city. You can't really focus on what's coming on Monday when you're out in the Dandenongs trying to get to the top of a hill. So it's nice to have that release and that escape, but also for me it's this great sort of symbiotic relationship between cycling and work.
We're on the Kew Boulevard. It's a bit of a favourite spot of mine. It's a great place to come before or after work for a quick ride. It's a bit of a cycling mecca, so it's a usual spot for me. As the world goes around, I hear my time ticking down.
calendars of dates. Work, eat, sleep, play. Wait to see another day. Live fast, die young. Past is gone, what's done is done. Tick tock, tick tock. Live for the minute I got on my watch. I roll with the masses, home of the fascists. This my home where I soak in the madness. Identity, identity. Everybody wanna go where the cash is. Man, living, man, prison. Life behind.